Hello, I'm Anthony Gismondi, the wine writer at the Vancouver Sun, and we're in the South Okanagan today visiting Church and State Wines. In just a few minutes, I'll take you inside to meet owner Kim Pullen and check out two of the very coolest wine bars here in the South Okanagan, and we'll also taste one of the province's best Syrahs. So come on, let's go inside. Hi Kim, how are you?
I'm great. Well, welcome to Coyote Bowl.
Yeah, sensational. I just love the look and the feel of the place.
It's fresh, isn't it? It's modern. It's a little edgy.
Yeah.
I actually got the idea for this winery on a bicycle trip in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, it was a good idea. So we're only a few miles from Oliver, just a bit north, and sitting here in the middle bench, or how would you characterize your spot here on Black Sage?
It's the middle bench. It's the lower part of Black Sage Road.
Okay.
It's the transition from sand to gravel.
Yeah, and Coyote Bowl, the winery, got a name pretty quickly. How did that happen?
The very first day I walked on this property, and it was originally an orchard.
Okay.
I came through the orchard and came to the edge of this bowl, and I saw a coyote, my first coyote, loping across the face of the bowl.
So it was done.
We were done very quickly.
Yeah. So Kim, you have 5 major vineyards here in the South Okanagan?
Correct, yeah.
And 3 right here around the winery?
3 right here.
How much production do you have here?
We're farming just in total just under 100 acres.
Okay.
You know, we have enough land to go to 20,000 cases. We're sitting right now at about 12,000.
Yeah.
And Coyote Bowl is dominated by Syrah, Chardonnay, and a few other Bordeaux's.
Yeah, and the Syrah I know is quite famous because it was a big winner at the Canadian Wine Awards last year at Wine Access. I wouldn't actually mind tasting it and discussing it a bit. Can you tell us a bit about the style?
This is a very Rhone or somewhat of an old world style.
Yeah. So what, more earthy?
Lots of earthy tones. It
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of going into an old hay barn.
Right.
Never had animals in, just stored hay in it.
So a little less fruity, a little more meaty characters?
A little meaty.
Yeah.
I get lots of bacon or sausage hints to this.
Yeah.
You get that big earthiness going on.
People love this kind of style when they come
They
by
do.
and taste
It's
it.
different. It's that counterbalance to the
Yeah.
Merlots and the Meritages.
Mm. I love those tannins too. There's a nice slippery quality to them. Makes the wine very approachable. I imagine it does well in the tasting bar.
This is always #1 seller in the
Yeah.
tasting bar, even before it won
Yeah.
the award.
Okay, well, I mean, this is a bar with a view, bar none, believe me, in the Okanagan. Sensational. But you've got another bar inside, which I want to check out because it has a view of the barrel cellar. It looks very sleek to
Different
me.
view,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Why don't we go and check that out?
Okay.
Okay, great. Well, Kim, you promised a sleek, modern, edgy kind of bar. Now we have a barrel cellar behind us. Really, it's a fantastic setup. It's a different way to taste wine in the Okanagan.
It's an experience, and there's some nuances there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're now in the barrel room. You're in the vineyard.
Yeah.
You're sharing wine.
Yeah.
You're sharing experience.
You do something different too. I mean, this is totally different than anywhere else in the Okanagan, but the actual tasting, you do like a 4-wine tasting and you share the wine, or how does that work?
Well, we do 1-ounce pours, 4 wines, so it's equivalent to a full glass of wine.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of couples, so we encourage them to share.
Yeah.
And there's something about sharing a glass of wine that just relaxes people.
Yeah.
They reconnect, they connect with the people sitting beside them. It becomes a very social thing. It's amazing to watch. We got phenomenal staff here that know how to sort of draw people out.
Yeah.
And it's not that 4 bangs and you're out the door.
Yeah. Well, you're to be congratulated on having what I would call the best grown-up tasting bar in the South Okanagan. I just love it, and even the touch the tabletop, it's so cool. I want to come here and taste all day.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us at Coyote Bowl, showing us the place and introducing us to the 2 best bars in the South Okanagan.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks. I can't say more than that. This is just an incredible experience for people of any age to come by now in the Okanagan and check out really which is a new way of tasting wine. So remember, you need to get a hotel room. You've got to stay 2 or 3 days. You can explore the bench, be a grape, feel the terroir, but most of all, drop by Coyote Bowl and check out what are probably the 2 most interesting tasting bars here in the South Okanagan.